We have a report tonight from Chris Lawrence, who is in New York City, reporting to us live from Ground Zero, where the president was, and a number of family members of victims as well. Chris?
Here at Ground Zero, there were moments of silence, plenty of time for tears, and finally, an emotional message from the president. The Statue of Liberty rising behind him, President Bush stood on Ellis Island and spoke about what it is to be an American 1 year after the attacks.
We value every life. Our enemies value none, not even the innocent, not even their own.
But a day that ended in eloquence began with silence. And then, one by one,
Richard Michael Caproni.
The names were read, and for every life lost, a family mourned and remembered.
As I look back on these days, I realize how much I'll truly miss you and how much I truly love you. You were the best father I could ever ask for.
A simple ring marked the time the towers no longer stood, and President Bush descended into the dusty pit with a hug for some and a kind word for others. And finally, the lighting of an eternal flame for a moment in time we'll never forget. Even if we wanted to, this gaping hole at Ground Zero will be with us for months to come. But after a quiet day of reflection, the president urged Americans to look ahead, telling the nation, what our enemies have begun, we will finish. I'm Chris Lawrence, reporting live from New York. Now back to you.
And Chris, I gather there's no resolution yet as to what is going to become of that gaping hole. Is that right?
Not in the least bit, Gordon. There are so many differing opinions. Most importantly, many of the victims' families have very strong opinions. Many of them would like to see nothing more than a memorial. Some are a little bit more moderate, saying they wouldn't mind a mix of office space and retail and something to bring life back to the area. But there are just so much emotion tied into this decision. It could be a long time before something actually starts being built.
Right. Chris Lawrence reporting from Ground Zero. Thanks very much, Chris.